spider on my chair. Get off, spider. Hello sports fans and welcome back to the Sports Report. This week we are in England, the land of my people. I'm in my convict get-up because I am, of course, a convict by descent. I'm also back at my parents' house this weekend, which is why we are outside. Why this little bastard keeps annoying me. Anyway, we've got lots to get through, so we need to be snappy with it. Silverstone. All of the British teams went full on crazy. McLaren, they did a fan thingy in Trafalgar Square. I saw a TikTok of some girl saying Trafalgar Square. Oh, that was close. Trafalgar Square, so incredibly wrong that it made me really angry. But then now I'm trying to say Trafalgar Square, and it's kind of fucking me up a bit, so I apologise to that girl for judging me. They had this fan meeting where they revealed their livery and their race suits. The livery is, of course, the iconic chrome colours, sponsored by #Google Chrome. Really hot livery. Same with the race suits, they are hot as. Love the blacked out moment. What do you have to say? Yeah, I agree. One of my favourite parts of English culture is Scousers. I fucking love Scousers, and I wish there was more Scouser representation in the media. I'm going to Scouser you in a second, you little cunt. Moving on from McLaren, we then had VCarb, which is obviously not a British team, and I did say I was going to talk about the British teams, but I don't give a fuck. VCarb revealed last week their merch, and then this week their livery and race suits. I like it, but at the same time, I don't. I have very mixed feelings about it. I don't know if I love it. Like, it's iconic, but I think it's camp. Like, it's a little off-putting to me. I don't know. Anyway, we of course had many good TikToks from them this week. Shanice.
Your mouth is moving a lot like a rat. Yep, a rat.
Shut it, please.
Guys, I just can't get enough of VCarb and their TikToks. They're just fantastic. Also, I don't know who, what, when, where, how, or why. Lando and Isaac were together on some kind of video thingy. Great duo. And something I never thought I would need to see. We'll move on to the other Red Bull team now. They're having a shit time. I'm pretty sure both of the Racing Bulls were faster than the Red Bulls in Free Practice 1. I'm pretty sure Max made it better in Free Practice 2, but still, you gotta feel bad for Red Bull. In better news though, Yuki is a Hufflepuff. I don't know shit about Harry Potter. I don't know why I've included this. Anyway, Max is also gonna kill himself because not only is the better Red Bull team better than him, he has had the biggest media circus. I'm trying to talk about something serious. Has had the biggest... Max is going to kill himself because he's had possibly the biggest media circus we've seen in recent F1 after the rumours of him going to Mercedes have just absolutely skyrocketed this week. Poor guy has had about fucking enough of this bull fucking shit. And honestly, so have I. I know it's silly season, okay, it's to be expected. But me personally, I have nothing to add on the matter. I refuse to give my thoughts because I am never wrong. So I'm not going to say anything. Because do I look like Christian Horner to you? Do I look like Max Verstappen to you? Do I look like Toto Wolff to you? I hope I look like Toto Wolff to you because he's really fucking hot. But alas, I don't. I'm none of them. I don't know what's going on. I refuse to make any predictions and I refuse to put wrong information. With that being said, whatever the grid looks like for next year will be interesting. Continuing on with Mercedes. I know their fugly ass merch came out a couple of weeks ago, but this week we saw George wearing that stupid hat and it just made me really angry. You know what? Maybe if George is without a seat next year, we won't have to see him in these fuggo ass things anymore. Kimi did a pit stop, which I thought was ironic because of that moment in the seat documentary where he ran over someone. It felt like payback. It was like his karma. Speaking of pit stops, Williams had their pit crew doing jumping jacks, and I think instead of doing jumping jacks, maybe you guys should fix your fucking car. Williams, all I can say is I hope for your own sake you can at least get 2 cars across the finish line. Walk them if you must. Sauber, after their recent jump to being better than Red Bull over the last 3 races, has found enough money to make this cool ass graphic of Nico and Gabby, which is good. I'm loving this Sauber comeback. Am I holding on to any hope that it will continue? No, but it was nice while it lasted, and we got this cool graphic out of it. So yeah. Speaking of, Gabriel Bortoleto went for a bit of a spin in free practice 1. So hoping that doesn't continue, because I do have him on Grid Rival this week. And besides that, everyone else that I've got was doing pretty well. Speaking of, Ferrari making their massive comeback. I don't know if it's Ferrari's comeback necessarily. I think it's just Lewis Hamilton. Let's be fucking for real. Pierre Gasly also went for a spin. That's like 2 weekends in a row he's gone for a spin. I think we're going to have Spingate at Alpine. Flavio Brigatore has sat those boys down and has been like, right, all I know how to do is cheat and ruins everyone's life. So you guys, what I need you to do is just you spin my eyes right around like a record, baby, right. And yeah, that's my media coverage for this week at Silverstone. I will be back with qualifying news. Caitlin, who have you got on Grid Rival? Who else?
Yeah, I changed it last minute because he came first in the practice 3. Okay, anyway, who are your other 4 drivers? Kimmy Antonelli.
It's okay, I've got Kimmy as well.
Alex Albon.
Girl.
Carlos.
Girl.
Ollie. I don't have enough money. You better fucking pray to God that Williams doesn't have a repeat of last week. Fuck your Grand Prix.
You are so shit at watching F1.
What the fuck are you yapping on about?
You are so shit at watching F1, bro.
Why?
Because you're so bad.
Why? Caitlin, it's because you're Grand Rival.
We'll invite Max Verstappen to your funeral. We'll play house music the entire time.
Please don't invite that ugly fucking... And then we'll make Flavio Briatore speak at your funeral. No! Wait, no. Get me taxidermied so I can be a statue at my own funeral, and then Charles Leclerc signs my forehead.
Then we'll have the CEO of Grid Rival show up as well. Confession to make, I'm actually starting to become impartial towards Lance Stroll. I actually don't mind him.
Are we all feeling the same virus right now? Because I'm feeling the same. What?
I've seen so much shit from Aston Martin this week, and I'm like, well, okay, I actually don't mind Lance Stroll. I still think
he's actually a media diva. No. I just felt like...
Bro, why is this steak mechanic caked up? Was possibly the most intense thing I think I've ever fucking seen in my life. Waiting to see if fucking Pierre Gasly was either going to end up in fucking first place or stay where he fucking is. He was either going to push Lewis Hamilton out. Oh my god, if I was Lewis Hamilton, I'd be killing Fred Vasseur with a fucking gun. Whoa.
What? I fucking hate this team.
Just so shit at their fucking job.
Sorry guys, it's my fault because I predict the winnings and I cut Lewis Hamilton out on my Grid Rival. So my bad, guys. My bad.
You're gonna do what to your Lego car?
I'm gonna burn my Ferrari Lego car.
Which Lego car are you gonna replace it with?
McLaren.
And I'm so cooked. 2 drivers with a grid penalty. Ollie Behrman, Kimi Antonelli, Isaac Hadjar is out, Gabriel Bortoleto is out. Lewis Hamilton probably will fall off a cliff. McLaren better pull through as my constructor, otherwise I will lose my number one spot in the grid rival, and then I will have to wear a fucking Lance Stroll jersey. PS3, oh, this is... Please, Max, blow up or something.
Max is gonna come in clutch. Yeah, he's gonna fucking take it. Go, Max. Go!
Oh my god,
Yep.
no. Alright, Jesus fucking Christ, what a race. I don't know whether that was the worst F1 race I've ever seen in my entire life or the best F1 race I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't know how to feel. I'm a whirlwind of emotions. If you asked me last night at 2 a.m. right after the race finished, I would tell you we need to kill everyone in the FIA, we need to kill the safety car, and we need to kill meteorology. But if you ask me now, after I've had a few hours to kind of sleep off my anger and regain consciousness, I would say that was possibly one of the most engaging F1 races I've seen in my life. F2 and F3 happened. I don't even have the fucking time to talk about them because that's how stupidly insane the rest of everything else was. We'll start at the beginning, as most things do, with the weather. It was raining at Silverstone, if you couldn't guess, which as a result led to some interesting tyre strategies from some teams that decided to start on slick tyres for some fucking reason while everyone else was on inters. God knows what possessed them to do that, because it literally fucked them in the bumhole and they were back in the pits within like 20 seconds. Then they just started spamming the fucking safety car. Every fucking 12 seconds, safety car, someone spun out, safety car. One person that pit early and didn't reap the benefits was Franco Colapinto, who stalled and retired within the first fucking 5 seconds of the race. Good lord. Liam Lawson then got rammed into by Esteban Ocon, which is a reverse of what we usually see. Normally it's Liam Lawson ramming into people, but not today, and he was out pretty fucking early. Oscar then got Max, and he was just out of there like a fucking light. He was gone like no tomorrow. Bortoletto then went out. I don't even remember what happened. That's how intense this fuck race is. Isaac Hadjar then rammed into the arse of Kimi Antonelli and was out. That was fucked. Visibility was 0% today. After the first kind of stint, I don't even know where I'm going, guys. I'm so all over the place. Anyway, they then went into the pits. Really good pit stop from Oscar. I think before they went in the pits, Lando had got around Max, but then Lando had a butthole pit stop, like terrible fucking pit stop. And Max managed to get around ahead of him, and that was kind of it until the safety car, where Oscar Piastri decided to do the worst fucking thing you could do and repeat George Russell Canada, slam on the fucking brakes. Now again, if you asked me at 1 a.m. last night what I thought of that, he did nothing wrong. I stand by my cancelled life. But if you ask the FIA, he in fact did do everything fucking wrong and should not have done that. Now, when I saw the report, he shouldn't have done that, bro. He doubled the amount that he put on the brakes compared to George in Canada. It was silly, okay? He seems to just be going a bit loopy-lalas at the moment, but again, I stand by my cancelled wife, he did nothing wrong. It was then pretty standard race, lots of safety cars, blokes were spinning out, until around lap 35, I started to realise something. Before lap 35, Lance was running in third. It was kind of just kooky bananas. And around lap 35, I realised something. Nico Hülkenberg is running in P3. Girl, what the hell are you doing there? Yeah, around then, I was like, what the fuck? Lewis Hamilton was right on his fucking tails, though. I'm not joking, it was getting close. In between all of that, Oscar was trying to create a big enough gap so that he could serve his 10-second penalty and try and get back out there. He managed to do that. Everything was so all over the place, guys. Around lap 35, we realised Nico was onto podium. And that is when all hell breaks loose, because Nico Hülkenberg is on to finish P3. He manages to kind of get away from Lewis during the pit stops, and he's there. There is nothing that is going to take it away from him. He is on the podium. When I say I was so happy, I've never been happier in my life. What do you have to say, Nico?
Yeah, good. It's been a long time coming, hasn't it? Yeah, I always knew, we have it in us. I have it in me somewhere. I mean, what a race, coming from virtually last, doing it all over again from last weekend. It's pretty surreal, to be honest.
It was a sight to behold. As for post-race, Nico didn't know he needed to bring his helmet into the cool-down room. We got what I can only describe as having to speak to the school principal after you've done something naughty, where Oscar confessed to Nico that he slammed on the brakes when he shouldn't have, and Nico kind of gave him a call back to reality and was like, yeah girl, that affected us. I know it was your race, but you can't be doing that. We got to see the podium celebrations. Lando, of course, won his home race. Awesome for him. Oscar was unhappy. He, at some stage over the radio, called to be like, we should swap places. That made me unhappy. I like McLaren because of their philosophy of y'all will race, whoever is the best man out there will win. I don't like either of them asking for team orders, and they've both done it at least once this season now. Y'all know what McLaren's answer to that is going to be, and the answer is going to be no. Don't ask for team orders at a team where team orders don't exist. That's why you're at McLaren, babes, so that there's no number 2 drivers. That is the philosophy. That's why I like it. It made me cringe. Podium celebrations were awesome. They got Lego trophies, which were cool. It was so just beautiful watching Steak celebrate for Nico. They didn't have any champagne. I think Aston Martin and Mercedes brought them champagne of theirs to celebrate, which is so sweet. I love those kinds of moments. It really reminds you why you want to watch sports like these. The underdog story, I love it. As for post-race press conferences, it was very clear that Oscar was cranky. He was sassy pantsing it up. I too would be sassy if I had been winning, made a stupid mistake, and then had to pay the price for it. Lando was just ecstatic. It was great to see him enjoy winning his home race. That's gotta feel real fucking good. As for everyone else, I don't even know. There was so much that went on in this race. I probably missed so much, but who cares? Anyway, that is Sports Report for the British Grand Prix. Next time we are going to be in Spa, and let's just say shit is heating up. I can feel that pressure cooker and it has fucking turned on. Let's hope for some crazy developments in everything. Thank you for tuning in to Sports Report.